Well, what is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new episode of Am I on the Air? My name is DONMEGA, and I'm your host, and I'm so happy that you're here to join me once again to get caught up with all the latest and the greatest when it comes to entertainment news, in television, movies, and non-spoiler reviews. You come right here on a week-by-week basis to get caught up with it all. Tonight, it's season 31, it's episode 24, and tonight's show is titled Gray Area Obsession. We're going to be breaking down the news from May the 13th through today, May the 19th. We're going to be talking about a couple movies. We're going to be talking about a couple television shows, and then, of course, we will go into the news of the week. So let's not waste any time, and let's get her going. The first movie that I went to, yes, I went to the theater twice this weekend. These are the weekends that I live for, man. We have too many now where nothing comes out, and then I can't go to the movies. And then other weekends where multiple things come out, and you got to go multiple times. So it was a fun weekend at the movies. I went Friday and Saturday, and I decided to go Friday and check out the new Guy Ritchie movie, In the Gray. Now, a lot of you have probably had zero idea that Guy Ritchie had a new movie that came out this weekend. Why? Because the company that put it out had probably no faith in it. They put no marketing money behind this movie. Never saw a trailer play before any other movie that I went to. Never saw a TV spot. Never really saw any advertising on social media. No one knew that In the Gray came out. And that's really, really sad. I want to check real quick, and I'm doing this kind of on the fly. I'm going to take a look at the box office, and I know we always talk box office on the show, but we do the top 10. And I honestly didn't even look at this past weekend to see where In the Gray even fell in the top 10. And it came in at number 9. 9. It played in 2,000 theaters, which is a pretty good release. Now, all the big movies like Michael, just to give you a comparison, Michael's in 3,500 theaters. The Devil Wears Prada 2 is in 3,800 theaters. Mortal Kombat is in 3,500 theaters. Sheep Detective is in 3,500 theaters. So In the Gray's in 2,000. So it is in about 1,000 less theaters than most. But it's not in small release. I mean, the Billie Eilish movie is in 2,600 theaters. You know, when you have these small little independent films, they're in like 500 theaters to 1,000 theaters. So this one's still in 2,000. It was only number 9, and it made 2.9 million. So almost 3 mil in its opening weekend. But that is low. It got beat out by the Top Gun re-release. So it got beat out by Project Hail Mary that's been out for like 6 months. Kind of crazy, man. Kind of crazy and sad at the same time. I don't know why movies are given theatrical releases and then the studios do nothing to help. No marketing, no support. And then how is the general public supposed to know that a movie like this even came out? It's sad, and it really bums me out because you know what? This movie was really damn good, and I had a blast with it, and I wish more people would have went out and saw it. This one here is led by Henry Cavill, Jake Gyllenhaal, Isa Gonzalez. That's all I needed to know, and I was there, baby. My ticket was already purchased. Isa is my future ex-wife. Jake and Henry are my two future brother-in-laws. This is the trifecta right here, man. I love it. Rosamund Pike is in this as well. She's always great when she pops up. And this one here, a covert team of elite operatives are living in the shadows. When a ruthless bad guy steals $1 billion fortune, they're sent to take it all back. An impossible heist that erupts into a deadly game of strategy, deception, and survival. So, in typical Guy Ritchie fashion, you got, you know, your playbook, right? Here's what's going to happen. We're going to play it out for you. Here's the way we're going to do it. Now let's run the play. They run the play. We get some good action. We're off to the races. There's some good laughs in this thing. I thought Henry and Jake were great together. They play their roles super, super cool. Sid and Bronco. Isa is awesome. She's outstanding in this role. She really is a boss when it comes to play. And I really dug the story. And when the action's happening, it's great. The movie's only an hour and a half, and I thought the pacing was on point. The action sequences were great. You had that witty dialogue that's in Guy Ritchie movies. It did its thing, man. I walked out very happy and very, I don't want to say pleasantly surprised, because I expected this to be pretty good, but it beat my expectations, that's for sure. And I had a great time with it, and it just bums me out that it's only number 9 in the box office in its opening weekend. But In the Gray is now in theaters. I don't know for how long based on that debut, but I implore you, if you didn't know there was a new movie out by Guy Ritchie with these guys in it, now you know. Go support it. Go check it out. I give In the Gray 4 out of 5 stars. I really, really dug this one. And then I went back to the theater on Saturday to check out Obsession. I have heard nothing but amazing things for Obsession. This movie is 95% fresh from the critics and 95% fresh from the audience side. That is very, very rare that you get positivity on both sides. After breaking the mysterious one-wish willow to win his crush's heart, a hopeless romantic finds himself getting exactly what he asked for, but soon discovers that some desires come at a dark, sinister price. This movie is crazy. It is crazy. But it's good. It's really, really good. This movie had me engaged. It had me locked in. It's a simple story. There's this character named Bear, played by Michael Johnston, who did really, really good. I've never seen this kid before, but he was great. And he loves this girl, Nikki. Loves her. But she's just his friend. She's just his friend, and he doesn't know how to come out to his friend and say, I care about you as more than a friend. Be my girl. I have feelings for you. And this girl, Nikki, played by Indy Navarrete, she's amazing. And I know Indy from Superman and Lois. She was so good on that show, but she's in very small doses on Superman and Lois. Can she carry a movie? Especially one with the weight of Obsession. And sure as hell she can. She is the standout from this movie. I think big things are in her future. She's going to get a lot of calls and a lot of projects based on this movie alone. She is awesome. But, so basically, Bear finds this thing called a one-wish willow at a store he goes to. And one night, he breaks it, and you make a wish. And he breaks it, and he says, I wish Nikki loved me more than anything else. And guess what? Nikki loves him, man. All of a sudden, she's like, hey, do you want to hang out? And they start off, they have this great relationship, but something just isn't right. And she then hardcore likes him. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to spoil anything, but let's just think. The title's called Obsession. She gets pretty damn obsessed with him. And that's the wish that he asked for, and that's what he got to the extreme. She's super creepy. The way this thing is filmed is creepy. And I had an amazing time with it. This movie stands out to me. It will stand out probably for a long time. I think you need to go see it if you haven't. Shout out to a movie that has a very low budget. This movie was made for $750,000. That's it. $750,000. We didn't even spend $1 million on this movie. And it made $16 million in its opening weekend. Actually, in the final numbers, it was 17. Wow. See, the initial results had 16 million. It ended up making 17.1. Incredible. 17.1 million one weekend in on a $750,000 budget. Congratulations. Shout out to director Curry Barker, who was a comedian, did skits on TikTok, made this movie very, very cheap, and got lucky, got picked up, went to a major studio, got financed, and got brought out to the world, and the world is loving it. So congratulations, sir. This movie is awesome. Go check it. Bring a date. I brought my wife. She freaked out. I freaked out. This movie's intense, and you're going to have a great time with it. So go check out Obsession. 4 out of 5 stars as well. So great weekend at the movie theater with Obsession and In the Gray, both bringing in some 4 stars from me. Over on the TV side, I checked out the new spinoff show called Dutton Ranch. Now, I am not a Yellowstone guy at all. Never had any interest to watching Yellowstone. So Didn't see Yellowstone, didn't see the spinoffs, the 1853 and the this and the that and the this and the that. Everything that's come out in this universe, I haven't really watched. And then a couple months ago, another spinoff came out called Marshals. And I ended up watching Marshals because I like the idea of these cops, right, in Montana. And that was a spinoff of Yellowstone as well with, I believe it's Kevin Costner's son on the TV show from Yellowstone. And then now we have Dutton Ranch, which is spinning off Beth Dutton and Rip Wheeler from Yellowstone, right? The married couple. I believe Beth Dutton is the daughter of Kevin Costner's character on Yellowstone and the sister to the guy on Marshals. So they have their own shows now, Paramount Plus style, right? And we're off to the races. Now, I watched the trailer to Dutton Ranch, and because I do like Taylor Sheridan and I do like the Paramount Plus shows, I decided to check it out. They dropped the first 2 episodes, and I dug it. So, you know, we're going to see how it goes. The first 2 episodes are really just setting up their new adventure, right? They move from Montana, they go to South Texas, they have a new ranch, and of course they're already feuding with the rival ranch, right? So we'll see how it goes. Marshals has that flow that I like. Dutton Ranch is a little bit slower. It's another slow burn, but it's got a really strong cast. You know, bringing back Kelly Riley and Cole Hauser, and then bringing in Jai Courtney and Annette Bening and Ed Harris. I mean, I was like, okay, they're bringing in some hitters here. So we will see how this show plays out. But that's Dutton Ranch. First 2 episodes now streaming on Paramount Plus. And lastly, the other thing I checked out was over on Netflix. It was the documentary The Crash. Now, this is the big documentary that dropped over the weekend about a teen who slammed her car into a building, killing her boyfriend and his friend. What at the time seemed like an accident, but it became a murder case. Crazy story. She is on a ride in the middle of the night with her boyfriend and his friend in the back seat. She swerves off the road and crashes into a building. They both die. She gets hurt. But then she ends up getting arrested for what seemed like her trying to murder them. Maybe even trying to murder herself, who knows, because of the crash that it was. Crazy documentary, very interesting. It's a one-shot. It's about an hour and a half. You don't have to watch multiple episodes, but it's definitely very intriguing and something you should check out if you do like these kind of true crime documentaries. So I thought it was a really strong one. And lastly, the only other thing I saw was I did watch the Ronda Rousey Gina Carano fight that happened over the weekend on Netflix as well. Ronda Rousey winning in 17 seconds. Crazy to wait 3 hours through a pay-per-view to see a fight end in 17 seconds. So congratulations on Ronda Rousey. Very sad to not see, Gina Carano do a little something in that fight. She just got taken down and tapped out. That's unfortunate. But hey, it is what it is when it comes to MMA, right? So that's what I got for you guys. Obsession, now in theaters, 4 out of 5 stars. In the Gray, now in theaters, 4 out of 5 stars. Over on the TV side, Dutton Ranch on Paramount Plus, and The Crash documentary over on Netflix. All right, let's talk box office since we were just chatting about it. Number 10 was the debut for Is God Is, only bringing in $2.2 million. This movie looked horrible. So, yeah, and another one that didn't have very much marketing, so not shocked to see it there. Number 10. Number 9, like we talked about, In the Gray with $2.9 million. Number 8 was the Top Gun / Top Gun Maverick re-released double play. So that would be $3.3 million at number 8. Number 7 was Project Hail Mary, which is now available on premium VOD. Number 6 is Super Mario Galaxy movie, which just hit premium VOD today. And so if you haven't seen that one, you can now buy or rent it. Number 5 is The Sheep Detectives. Number 4, Mortal Kombat 2. Number 3, Obsession. There it is, baby. We just talked about it. $17.1 million on that $450,000 budget coming in. Number 3. Number 2, The Devil Wears Prada 2. Almost got beat out by Obsession. They were only a couple $100,000 from each other. And number 1, again, bouncing back to number 1. It hasn't been number 1 for weeks, but it made its way back to number 1. Jamon! It's Michael, baby. Michael coming in number 1 with $26.1 million. It is crossing almost $300 million just in the United States. Incredible run rate here for Michael, bouncing from number 3 to number 1 at 26 million. So by a landslide. That wasn't even like, oh, it just won. It slightly won. No, it hella won. So congratulations to Michael. All right. With all that out the way, let's get into our news of the week. And again, if you want to check out any of these trailers or see any of these posters or read any of these articles, go to our X page. It's x.com/amiontheair. That's what you need to do, okay? And we're starting things off with a new trailer that dropped for The Hawk. That's right, The Hawk is Will Ferrell, starring in the new teaser for the comedy series that is coming to Netflix. It comes out on July 16th. I thought it was a fun little trailer, man. He plays a disgraced kind of golfer. We just had a show about golf with Owen Wilson on Apple TV that was really good called Stuck. And now we have The Hawk. So hopefully one day we'll get the crossover that we all deserve. But yeah, The Hawk debuts July 16th on Netflix. Will Ferrell. This looks really, really good. Check out the trailer for that. The Summer I Turned Pretty movie is officially now in production. We have the trailer for East of Eden. This is Florence Pugh, Mike Faust, and Christopher Abbott in this East of Eden. It's a limited series that will premiere this fall on Netflix. Adapted from Enid Blyton's beloved classic novel, we have the trailer for The Magic Fairway Tree. This stars Andrew Garfield, Nicola Coughlan, Rebecca Ferguson, and Claire Foy. This is going to hit theaters on August 21st. Production has officially begun on the Minecraft sequel, so that's pretty cool there. I know a lot of people are very excited about that. We have the first teaser for Laika's new stop-motion film, Wildwood. This one hits theaters on October 23rd. David Ayer's Heart of the Beast, starring Brad Pitt, will release on September 25th in theaters. The survival thriller follows a former soldier and his retired dog who battle for survival after a plane crash in the Alaskan wilderness. I will be there for that for sure. We have the first trailer for the Big Bang Theory spinoff, Stuart Fails to Save the Universe. The series follows Stuart, who must restore reality after he breaks Sheldon and Leonard's new device that causes a multiversal Armageddon. This show will debut on HBO Max on July 23rd. I am very interested to see what this TV show does. It is a very, very bold and crazy choice for a spinoff of Big Bang Theory. This thing feels like it has nothing to do with that universe, and with very, very odd side characters. So I'm curious to see if people will like it or this thing is going to crash and burn hard. But we'll see July 23rd on HBO Max. I'm very excited about this because I love those first two, so fuck you. I know a lot of people out there don't like these movies and they always talk shit, but I think they are a fun time. Grown Ups. Yes, the Adam Sandler movie Grown Ups is getting another sequel. Grown Ups 3 is officially in the works over at Netflix. I'm excited about it. I can't wait to see who else joins the cast here. But when you got Adam Sandler, Kevin James, Rob Schneider, David Spade, Chris Rock, let's go, baby. Come on. They are silly, silly fun, and I'll have a good time with it. So happy to see Grown Ups 3 moving forward. Netflix has also renewed Big Mistakes and Running Point, along with My Life with the Walter Boys. So very cool there. I do watch Big Mistakes and I do watch Running Point, two shows I really dig. So glad to see that they're renewed and coming back, especially Running Point. I really, really like this season and anxious to see where the show goes. Big Brother Season 28 is coming this summer over on CBS. The Librarians, the next chapter, is coming back on Season 2 over on TNT August 2nd, if you've been waiting for that. We have a breakdown, a primetime TV schedule grid that you can even download if you want, of what's airing on ABC, CBS, Fox, and NBC this fall, with the printable 2026 primetime TV schedule grid, broken down night by night, time slot by time slot. For all you big TV heads, check that out. A Different World sequel series is officially coming to Netflix in the fall of this year. Ben Stiller, Nicholas Galitzine will star in a new Netflix movie called A Matter of Time about Unlikely Angel. Okay? A Matter of Time about an Unlikely Angel. I like Ben Stiller and I like Nicholas. We'll see what this project brings us. All right, what else we got here? The How to Train Your Dragon 2 is officially wrapped filming. The live-action sequel is going to be hitting theaters on June 11th of 2027. We have I say the final trailer for the Yellowstone spinoff Dutton Ranch, which we just talked about. So if you're interested about the show and you haven't seen this trailer yet, watch it and see if it brings you interest to check out the show. The search for the next James Bond has officially begun. And I'm sorry I had to pass on it. But the statement from Amazon MGM Studios read, "The search for the next James Bond is underway. While we don't plan to comment on specific details during the casting process, we're excited to share more news with 007 fans as soon as the time is right." So there you go. They are checking people out, but they're going to be pretty hum about it. We have the new trailer for My Adventures with Superman Season 3. This premieres June 13th on Adult Swim. Apple TV has renewed Margot's Got Money Troubles for Season 2. I still haven't started this show yet. It is on my queue. I hope to start it within the next week, and we can talk about it next time. I'm glad to see it doing really well and getting renewed for Season 2. We have the official trailer for Your Fault London. This premieres June 17th on Prime Video. Legend of Zelda, its release date has moved up 1 week. That's right, don't get too excited, just 1 week. But the film will now release in theaters on April 30th of 2027. Marvel's Vision Quest will officially premiere October 14th on Disney+. And yes, Paul Bettany reprising his role as Vision with a bunch of other surprises. Sam Raimi is set to direct a remake of Magic. The story follows a ventriloquist whose dummy begins to take control of his life and encourages him to commit violent acts. I love it. That sounds great, especially in Sam Raimi's hands. I will be there for it. The Peasant has begun filming. The film will combine medieval knights and feudal India and follows a shepherd as he pursues revenge against mercenaries who ravaged his community. This will be directed and starring Dev Patel. Nicholas Hoult, Coleman Domingo, Noah Jupe, and Emma Corrin have been cast in The Servant. This immersive thriller follows an entitled British man who moves into an apartment on Central Park and becomes embroiled in a wicked power play with his servant. An all-female Expendables spinoff is in the works. I feel like we talked about this about 10 years ago, and it went nowhere. But I remember it was going to be called Expendables, and that's what they're saying this will still do. So an all-female Expendables spinoff in the works titled Expendables. The film is set in the late 1990s during the height of the Y2K era tension and geopolitical uncertainty. Yep, that sounds like the kind of Expendables that we all want. So there you go. Expendables, we will see what happens with that. The Batman Part 2, Matt Reeves has officially come out and announced the cast. Some people, he has obviously not confirmed. He's confirmed that they're in the movie, but not who they're playing. But we have who they are speculated to be. Of course, Robert Pattinson back as Batman. Sebastian Stan joins the movie supposedly as Harvey Dent. Scarlett Johansson joins as supposedly Gilda Dent. Charles Dance supposedly as Christopher Dent. Sebastian Coach, Brian Tyree Henry, Andy Serkis, of course, back as Alfred. Colin Farrell back as the Penguin. Jeffrey Wright back as Jim Gordon. Jamie Lawson as Mayor Bella Real. And Gil Perez Abraham as Officer Martinez. The film is slated to hit theaters on October 1st of 2027. Lanterns, the upcoming Green Lantern show on HBO Max, is set in 2 time periods. One part will be in 2016 and the other part in 2026. The story begins with a shooting in a small rural town that Hal Jordan becomes convinced is an alien incident. Very cool. The new Coco Melon movie, starring Nicholas Hoult, SZA, Ike Barinholtz, and Sarah Sherman, is going to hit theaters on February 19th of 2027. Will Smith has been cast in a new action thriller called Supermax from director David Gordon Green. The film follows 2 FBI agents investigating a murder that has taken place in the world's most secure prison. We have a new behind-the-scenes teaser for Spider-Man Brand New Day. It's only about 40 seconds long, but check it out. It's pretty cool. This, of course, hits theaters again on July 31st. Sonic Movie 4, that's right, Sonic the Hedgehog 4 is officially wrapped production. The movie comes out next year on March 19th. Obsession director Curry Barker has already filmed his next horror movie, which is called Anything But Ghost. It follows 2 con artists who fake ghost hunting business spirals out of control after encountering a real dark entity. It will star Aaron Paul, Bryce Dallas Howard, and Violet McGraw. James Cameron says he wants to make the next two Avatar films in half the time for 2/3 the cost. He says they're looking at new technologies to try to do them more efficiently because they are hideously expensive and they take a very long time. Michael Fassbender in talks to star in Brady Corbett's next film alongside Selena Gomez, which is being described as a 4-hour NC-17 rated film focused on the history of the occult in America. James Franco has been cast in the Rambo prequel alongside Noah Centineo. This is Franco's first major studio movie in years after allegations over sexual misconduct made by 5 women back in 2018. So we will see how that plays out. The Bride is officially coming to HBO Max on May 22nd. We talked about the Super Mario Galaxy movie hitting digital today. Emmy winner Jodie Comer will star as a mom of a kidnapped child in HBO's The Chain. So great casting there. The Lincoln Lawyer. Netflix has announced that the adaptation will end with season 5. That's right. Season 5 will be it. All right, let's see here. What else we got? Tatiana Maslany and Jake Johnson star in the new Apple TV show Maximum Pleasure Guaranteed. That just dropped today on Apple TV. It actually technically drops tomorrow, but Apple TV always drops their shows sometime around 7 p.m. the previous day, so that's why I already saw it in my queue before I started doing the show. But this looks really good. I will definitely be checking this out, and we'll talk about it next week. Curry Barker also has an idea for his Obsession anthology series, which could be focused on the One Wish Willow. He says he'd love to do a TV show where each episode is a different wish that goes completely off the rails. Maybe I'll direct the pilot with the same DP, and then you can invite other filmmakers to put their spin on it. You know, it's funny because walking out of the movie, the first thing I said to my wife and my friend, Geeky Pat, was there, was I can see this movie turning into sequels where each movie is based on a different wish, right? It's always the One Wish Willow, and it's somebody's wish that kind of goes haywire. I can see that. That was totally where my head went. So when I heard this premise from him, I was like, cool, other people are thinking about this too. I love the idea. I would love movies, but I like the idea of maybe like an hour-long TV show where just every episode of the season is just a different wish. That would be pretty damn cool. So whether it's movies or a TV show, I would love to see the anthology based on the One Wish Willow. All right. What else we got here? Aura Entertainment has picked up the U.S. rights to The Beast, which will be a new action thriller from Rennie Harlan, starring Samuel L. Jackson and Joel Kinnaman. I like the sound of that. We have the brand new trailer for Lanterns, and this one's awesome. I was a little torn on that first trailer that came out, but this one looks really, really good. So check it out. Kyle Chandler, Aaron Pierre, the new Lanterns trailer. It premieres August 16th on HBO Max. All right, we have the new trailer as well for Her Private Hell. Sophie Thatcher, Charles Melton, and Havana Rose Liu star in the new movie. This hits theaters on July 24th. Don't forget that Spider Noir is coming very soon, May 27th on Prime Video in black and white or in color. And we have the final trailer as well for that. We have the new trailer for the comedy 72 Hours. This stars Kevin Hart, Marcelo Hernandez, Mason Gooding, Cam Patterson, and Ben Marshall. This trailer really made me laugh. I thought it looked great. Even though it's a bunch of SNL people, Kevin Hart, I love SNL, so I like these guys. I like these characters. The concept looks funny. I'll check it out, man. This is coming real soon on Netflix, and I'm down for it. Frank Welker and Matthew Lillard will return as Scooby and Shaggy in the Scooby-Doo anime series that's coming soon to Tubi. The Venture Time Side Quest. Yes, the series is a prequel that follows Finn's early childhood on a monster-fighting adventures with Jake. This releases June 29th over on Hulu. Cate Blanchett is also set to star in Selena Gomez's X-rated movie. This is the one we just talked about, Michael Fassbender joining. We have the first trailer for Rolling Loud. This stars Owen Wilson, Matt Rife, and Travis Scott. The film follows an overprotective father who attempts to bond with his son by sneaking him into the Rolling Loud musical festival. This hits theaters on October 2nd. A Rick and Morty movie is moving forward. Jacob Hare is directing the film. A new season of South Park will premiere on September 16th. The Agency Season 2. We got the first trailer that just dropped. Michael Fassbender's Paramount Plus show is back, and it returns on June 21st. ABC is expanding the world of Grey's Anatomy once again with a new spinoff that's set at a rural Texas hospital. So that will be coming in the 2027 season. Zoe Deutch and Nick Robinson star in Voicemails for Isabel. This premieres June 19th over on Netflix. Christopher McQuarrie's Conan the Barbarian sequel will officially shoot in 2027. That's what Arnold says. That's right, Arnold Schwarzenegger says that. I don't know if the movie studio or Christopher McQuarrie say that, but that's what they say. And Heidi Gardner, along with William H. Macy, will star in a new movie called The Swimming Lesson. So that's our news, guys. That is the news of the week. Thank you so much for joining. And that is me. Look at that, hitting that 30-minute mark. Baku! All right, guys, let's get on out of here. This weekend at the box office, we are heading back to the theater. I got my IMAX tickets because it's time for The Mandalorian and Grogu. It's time for Star Wars back on the movie theater screen for the first time in 7 years. Insane. All right, let's wrap this baby up. AmIOnTheAir.com is the official webpage. Make sure you bookmark it. It's got everything you need. AmIOnTheAir.com. Make sure you follow us on Facebook. Give us a like. It's Facebook.com/AmIOnTheAir. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast here on Apple Podcast or Spotify or iHeartRadio or Amazon Music. We're on all of them, so make sure you subscribe wherever you see fit. Leave a review, leave 5 stars. Whatever you could do would really help us out. Make sure you follow us on X at Am I on the Air, or myself directly at DXDonMega. Same handles over on Threads and Blue Sky if you're looking for us somewhere else as well. Don't forget our other social medias like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. We're on everything. Just search Am I on the Air. You can find the podcast on YouTube, all our special videos, so definitely check out the page. And thank you to our great affiliates at Red Dragons Radio and the Pop Culture Pros. You can follow on Twitter or X at Red Dragons Radio, all one word, or at PopCulture_Pros. Thank you guys for always streaming our show on demand. We really appreciate it. And that'll do it for me on this Tuesday, May the 19th. May the Force be with you. We're checking out Mandalorian and Grogu. We're seeing where the TV shows come out. And we'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. So take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace. Red Dragon!